Grand rising to you all the star seeds, the light workers, all the patriots all over the world. Today's day is the 4th of January 2026. A lot is happening, and the transition to global greatness have already started before now. The thing is just that we have a lot of charlatans, hypocritical set of people who have eye they don't see. They are human, but they got no frequency. They can't even think whether things are changing or not. They feel everything is still the same. That's why most people, you can't wake them. This whole activism started since 2020 when I intensify my activism. I was the only person in the whole Africa who led campaign against VID. That's why I was placed on that radar by CIA. But thank God for the God of my ancestors who see me through. That's why I see a doing around thing. We have succeeded the first phase and the second phase. It's all about humanity, not about me here. It's all about humanity. If you want to got personal problem with me, I assure you will not cross 2030. That's just, I'm trying to warn us so that, give you a little pushback so that you know that what we are doing, we are not doing it for ourselves. And there's still a lot of speculation right now about Nigerian aliens. You know, when I mean Edo alien, Edo says is the heartbeat of the nation. So if I talked about Edo alien, you also have Yoruba, you have Igbo, you have a lot, all tribes, Fulani. There are also Fulani that are aliens. If I say Edo alien, it made the most senseless ones in our society. We are talking about the zombies in our society. We are talking about fake people in our society. We are talking about people who are still sophisticated slaves. And that's the reason why we use that umbrella-like word to categorize a lot of persons. Please, if you lay your hand on this very broadcast at any given time before you start watching, do not hesitate to share something about sharing my thoughts with you again from a different perspective. There are so many fake activists we have today in Nigeria. They are not adhering to the fact that what we did in Venezuela is right. They are trying to claim sovereignty. But we will not be talking to them. But we've already know the reason why they are doing what they are doing. They want the chaos to continue. What's happening in our country so that they can always come out and speak. You start looking at them because they have not really built their personal integrities. Most of them, they have no integrity. You are the one that showed them relevancy. That's why they cannot amount today that look at the fight I'll be fighting. I categorically today, I led campaign against VID. Let them come and tell me one thing they have led campaign. I led campaign against VID. Let them come and tell me one thing that be disturbing humanity and they have been fighting it, they are getting results. I told you we brought back Donald Trump. What we bring him for what he's doing right now. And we are going to raid all of them. Sooner they will not be on the street. Sooner they will not be on the street. And these same people can only fight the real corruption in our society. They can fight. It is breaking from here. The Venezuelans, they know their problem. They know their problem. You cannot know their problem more than them. It's just like a doily, and they don't know that the palace is their problem. They don't even know because the brain is drained. The Venezuelans, they know their problem. After Hugo Chavez left, he handed over to Nicolas Maduro. I'm going to be playing us several videos. In Madrid, tens of thousands of people came out celebrating. Celebration have come. Know that the government have started sharing money already. Nicolas Maduro arrest by us. That is giving most of your silly idiots in Nigeria a headache today. The citizens, they are happy. If Otto in Alicante, I'm going to be showing you all the video. In Los Angeles, in America, everywhere they are happy. With what Venezuela have, they are not supposed to migrate. How come we are in the same continent together? You will still come to my own country. Just the same way we go to Ghana. and start making her sending money to her family at home. Then Ghana will start deporting you. And your country is even richer in oil than Ghana. Until most of these celebrities you are seeing, all those your fake whatever, until you pray make them down and not get freedom. They are your problem. They are supplying you not to speak. Now I don't really only care about their Oba and the Palac. That's what they do. They don't care about themselves. That's why there was something about weapon we declared on us 2020. That's the V. It was about weapon war that was declared. Do you know they doesn't care about themselves? Today everybody is sick. When the campaign to change the negative narrative comes, they don't care. The major problem we have today is Edo State, and we'll fix it. If they don't want change, we'll start praying for them to die. Can you fight the really corruption and oppression? Can any of these people really want for once? Let them fight the really corruption and oppression. They should do that. All you know about is your Oba with the J. Okay, I'm going to be removing that later. Find out who you are. That statement is not correct. Then the Venezuelans are very happy. They will soon start relocating back home. The Venezuelans, they are very happy. So let me quickly play us one or two videos of where people are gathered celebrating in various cities all over the world when they heard that Donald Trump has succeeded in capturing the wife and Maduro. They were very happy. They came out celebrating. Then Nigerian aliens, they are all lamenting. You they eat Panadol for another person headache. And the same how which Nigeria finally came to Nigeria. We have finally occupied Nigeria. The crime recently that also happened, that lost almost about 40 lives, for not still happen. So one now tell also na federal government they pay these people. They turn on our head, it might be too late. So let me show you some videos. This is Madrid, here in Spain. Let me load it. According to what they wrote there, more than 2,500 Venezuelans. They will city center of Madrid happy that their problem have been kidnapped. Look at it. This Madrid though. This Madrid. Now, why will you leave America continent? Now, that's the southern part of America. Now Venezuela did. Uruguay did there. Peru did there. Paraguay did there. Ecuador did there. Colombia did there. Chile did there. Brazil did there. Bolivia did there. Bolivia did there. And Argentina did there. In America continent, they'll come Spain, come they do immigrant, come they look for paper. Who caused it? Who caused it? Now, if you go to North American side of it, the only two countries where about 23 countries they flow, they enter. They come through Mexico in most cases because of child trafficking where they carry. Because Mexico and America have the same border. They have the same border. They have border together. So, the people from Panama, Nicaragua, Honduras, Haiti, Guatemala, El Salvador, Costa Rica, Cuba, Trinidad, Tobago, all of them, they pass through Mexico, bringing children to America to sell it. Do you know how much to steal one child and peacefully hand over it because now the midget party and amigo? That's their business. That's why I support Democrats. Do you know how much it is? $16,000. And what did they use the children for? They use them for adrenochrome. A liter of adrenochrome costs $1 billion. They get it from children. Now, why is it that about 23 countries in North Americas. Now only 2 countries. That we they happy if we they go, like say we they go heaven. Canada and United States. Or for the rest of other places. If you are from Canada, we are not talking about a dollar in Canada. If you are the real Canadian, nowhere you go in the world you will be charged as an immigrant. Nowhere in the world. My son, you are a tourist. If you get American, we are not talking about the American P of Mijeto because that na immigrant passport you get. We are talking about the reborn Americans that have their brain set out of their head. If you hold that passport and go to any part of the world, you will not be regarded as an immigrant. You will be regarded as a tourist because of the core value their leaders are placed on them. Why is it that? About 23 countries in the North Americans, only 2 countries, that Canada and United States of. Now, why the other about 22 countries trying to enter America? This was the reason why we are draining this one. Nicolas Maduro was condemned. Now, one thing about all the dirty pig, all these local activists we have in Nigeria, they think it has before. I'm seeing some alien putting before America, look at Libya. Now look at Libya. Are you you are very senseless. No wonder a language is going low. I know where you guys' problem is coming from. Imagine you will see fire pull hand. Is there anything in the brain? There's nothing in the brain. There's nothing. They don't even know whether changes are coming. You are still claiming sovereignty. When I was telling you guys, he is the president of the world, he's the king of the world, did you believe? We can go and pick up anybody. We can. Nicolas Maduro is one of the most strongest leaders in Southern America. He's one of the most strongest leaders, Nicolas Maduro. Now, do you know what happened in Colombia? Colombia is like what happened in Edo State also. None of this country is good. None of this country, all of them, they migrate away from home. Let me show you some other videos. That is just Madrid, though. Up to Valencia. The Colombians in Valencia, they also came out happy. Then you yourself will not did the country. You don't know what they go through. No wonder you don't know that the palace of the Oba Benin is where your brain is buried. You don't know. You feel I'm your problem. Look at what this woman said. This woman burst into a cry. I will read what is the writer up there. He's crying. He said they have been waiting for this thing for 20 years. For a day like this to come. What he said? Somos libre, Venezuela. That with the Venezuelans, we are not free. Now let it remove, they don't remove one. Now, if you does not know your problem, how are you going to solve it? Una they follow VDM and so already. These people, they are going to lead you guys to doom. Go and find your brain yourself. Think for yourself. Did VM talk about vaccine? Did he talk about it? Was vaccine good? Did somebody talk about it? They didn't talk about it. They're also doing their whatever in their own little way. But don't let them ruin your life for you. Look for your brain. Put it in the center of your head. Majority of these people, they are working for their personal selfish interests. They are the most multi-millionaire in Naira, and they be all these men. Multi-millionaire in Naira. Small and adults still gather, you may go clean gutter. It's of you to support people like us. What you can't say, we are saying it. Can they really fight the real corruption? Now, fighting me, all of you gang up and fight me like what the homo bugs in leaks. Those useless union leaks. They come out saying that Abbott is not a part of them. If I were to be Abbott, I would be very happy. One, it will less my stress. Two, your security is not guaranteed. You can no longer go anywhere anyhow. What they have just told about, they are moved by the God of our ancestors to say that thing so that not about making that. What am about we not do wire? Except you are playing politics. About politics to play. You are not playing politics. These 800 and something years a day it is. When I was a band, what are you fighting? I was called this now before I enter live video. Then I come across your video. I don't want to hear what those men were saying. What are you fighting litigation for? Fight litigation that they just done you well now. But now you have to take away if you really know what you are doing. Are you supposed to be in any way? Ni afiri ko we to. E mana wa go back one area on asuri on sunda. Now point that the point some people here filming your water. It's an opportunity for you to stay in your house. They will also use their hand to come and beg you to come and be their leader. Mark my word. But una jowa for the now. They will also be the one to come and beg you later. But please come and do the anima. What happened in the book of Judges 11 or so? Jephthah was drove away out of the house where it was is a son of a harlot. He left. But when they later saw the same homo box, these are those usually in leaves, who is fighting for the palace now, they will also be the same two people that made this announcement. They will also be the one. No, please, can you please help us? When the Gileadite came to come and meet Jephthah in that Judges chapter 11, he told them, are you not the one that dropped me? So la wo mateta mamaita la dogbin anima. He not told them come and be our leader. I don't know a lot of people, but don't be in a hurry to let love thing to be solved for you. Be happy. Just be happy. It's a sign that what God have committed to you and you are doing. What are you fighting litigation ye? Or I'm a balance of Michael Wega ye no bomber. Restrict yourself, because for me, I restrict myself before this time. It is at time you don't officially invite me your birthday. I'll tell you I'm not around. There are some person I can't bros. I've been one go those one so area. I don't know whether you feel pick, but I'll tell and say me boy are you. He want me boy with me boy are you. You call mama. When people tell you first, Gerard, before okay, Gerard. What fatty litigation you know? So the stories in the Bible you are seeing. If Jephthah would have Jephthah would have a power for it, he would have been able to beat all of them in that Yegbe. But he chose to leave. Or he basu yanevo. They came looking for him. You have what they need. They will need you not in 2 months' time. They will need you. When man need them, what did they need them for? 1 or 2 persons from the city will still sneak and come and be telling you their plans and whatever they are doing. It might also look for a blessing one in Buntem, one already cost, you know. This is just a testimony to you in disguise. Eh? But this is just a testimony to you in disguise. So let's go back to what we are doing for today. In the early 2000s when we came, a lot of people that were from Brazil, we know them, we work in the same company because where we are, their country were most corrupt. Under Bolsonaro, Brazil was a little bit now better. Some people started going on because Bolsonaro is our allies. Despite the fact that he came to come and meet a very wrong cabinet, but the one he could do, the Brazilian, they started going back home. Before the election of last 2 years, or the last 3 years was wrong. If you see Lula Silva today, Lula Silva have also condemned the whatever of Nicolas Maduro because they all belong to the same clique. So instead of you to start listening to mainstream media, call me. I will educate you about what is happening. You will not get the truth from mainstream media. All the leaders, all of them, normal we they told this guy not bad or we ain't bad. He ran election again on Amway, just the same way to nobody. He told that Nigerian will have fake activists, fake son, fake Falana, or Nigeria. All of them are sponsored by Nigerian government. That's what Manamio Teboni. He's going to take foreign support for us to get it right. If you vote for the same people, they are good as soon as they start getting. If the neo-colonialism we are facing, for example, the West, happens to include Sowore to the system, Sowore is not a good person. And that's all we know. You don't reach man, and they don't. If you read the they will do more worse. If they really recognize Sowore that the West say they really call land, it don't take carcass. Sowore is not a good person. He's not a good person. They need this very power. You are only the one always posting the bad person for Kanu, the bad person for this. Our leader cannot do. If a foreign man said is coming to come and help us, and also okay, come. You are only talking about sovereignty. If you watch also Warriors followers today, they are not the ones showing pictures on media. America under Libya. After America come on, see how Libya be. It was not America. Obama were used by NATO, by the UN. The UN was even talking about. He's so worried, sensible. He's supposed to know from me that UN is no more. WHO is no more. These are our major problem. All these three-letter words, all those palaces, monarchies, and the rest. Now, I know I'll be telling me too much in this very video. Now, adrenochrome that I talk about, let me read it for you here. Now, it's an immortality syrup obtained from the adrenal gland of a living children after they have been terrorized to get the highest level of adrenaline. It is LCD leak quality and it is used in satanic rich. Why? By monarchies, your kings use it. The politicians, the congressmen, the celebrities, the CEO, and the elite is what they do. A liter of adrenochrome is $1 billion. Very expensive. It will take you 100 children to get 1 liter. Donald Trump in his government, he has saved millions and millions of children. Millions and millions of children have been saved. For those of you that think, well, this world is normal, you are an idiot. The world is more than what your celebrities and your acclaimed freedom fighters are doing at home. They don't know anything now. They don't know anything. They don't have any information. The information they have is the old information. You are talking about sovereignty. When the Interpol can go anywhere and pick anybody. Why nobody speak? Let anybody. Why they're not trouble? Now, let me tell you something here. What happened during the W. Bush? Edoyle, the Matano told us today. Do you know why? Because only my yena. Now, George W. Bush needed 170,000 troops to lead over 4,400 U.S. casualties for 8 years. 4,400 U.S. army. Naikba, where George Bush go Iran. The mission, the highest mission America have went in the history after Second World War. Now be these things. So, do you know? No America soldier cap 4. I'm not going to say they won't get injury. It was Delta Force that shit, man. Pray to have American consciousness like me. Not the Akpale. You can have the Akpale and see you are slaves in America. At the time you have American consciousness, you are not afraid of anybody. You're not afraid. Because most of the people, only the person I'm seeing right now, the American who is on social media, he Bush lines. He has American P. He also have that America. He's also American by consciousness and frequency. Not like midget. Because that one is the biggest moron the world have ever recorded. Each of the security agencies have their whatever. It was Delta Force that descended. Oyari Limbo Ilikola Mamaduro Ladia. Why the Space Force they take over the airspace. Depends the complexity of the battle they have who to deploy. Do you know how many trillions of dollars that were used? 2 days before, 5,000 troops were sent to Costa Rica. As we tell you right now, North America and South America, they are under the control of Donald Trump. He made it open. He said, we are going to take over the government until better transition takes place. This don't work among what the as well. The Venezuelans, they are happy. So Mona Teso Warrior and all these useless activists, Mona they write for their comment, make them shut up their mouth. They are fooling you. At times you need to be ashamed to associate yourself with a certain person. You need to be. How many times the Salah reporter posted, beware of V-Advice? He didn't tell you about it. No day, already you have bullet wound already. I have to tell you for free. He did talk it. But the same me who said no. Now you live ignorant of war. All the time. Ignorant of war. And ignorance is the disease. Ignorance is a disease. Let me show you more video of where the Venezuelans are gathered. Even this Alicante, for those of you that know Alicante in Spain. Look at it. Look at it. This is Alicante. The Venezuelans in Alicante, they came out happy. Also in Valencia. The whole world, there are immigrants everywhere. The oil Venezuela have, America don't get them. Just the same way today, those states is reaching this. Palace is just there to suffocate the people. At the time you are trying to do things without the palace, like what Obaseki did, then you are gone. That's why Doyle and Ayekpeti have very one deportation of Bunse. Because they are not ready to redeem themselves. How can people be celebrating all over? Then you are there talking about sovereignty. They know their problem. These people, they know their problem. This Bonahari. Look at it. It's a prayer answer to these people. They are happy. That's why Otiedoele identify their problem. You have to identify your problem. Now, if you are even talking to God, who are you saying is your problem to the Abbat? Abbat is those people's problem. It is those people's problem. And I want to appreciate the one of these blogger. I think, what's her name? Yeah. If I don't remember the name, go pay me. Let me see if I can get her name. I want to personally appreciate her because she's a woman. For her to get that courage up to now, she still posts her video, waiting they happen or be waiting they happy? Okay, waiting they happen, yes. Waiting they happen. I think that woman, she's a warrior. She wants to be celebrated. I've seen several videos. Doilian was fighting her and all of that, but now they are weak. So I commit you tonight under the hollows of Emidu, henceforth, everything of Baogi Mahia or Baogewe, waiting they happen. I don't really know your real name, but that's the name you build your video like that. As you choose to support the truth, goodness and mercy will follow you. All the Anunnakis, no matter. Our ancient father will set up a wall of defense around you. Anyone that touches you from today, touch you to women. And you cannot touch you to women. Anyone that touch you tonight, from today, touch even do. Anyone that touch you today, touch the God of nature. Anyone who said because you are promulgating the gospel of salvation for humanity and redemption, they want to do anything to you at all, or even take your picture to Babalawo or Sister Lawo or Mama Lawo. A no said they'll use and pay. You will see their ending, they will never see your ending as you choose to stand for the truth. He said. Imagine if this very woman are thinking out, some of our world would have not go viral up to this thing today. So that's why we appreciate everyone that is doing well. I think I talked about Edo Block TV the other day or something. So my boy tell me about Varena. So I was just led to appreciate you for everything you have been doing. So keep on the good work. You are not doing it for me, but you are doing it for humanity. But at the end result, will protect you. I see no reason, I don't see nothing wrong in the state, apart from nothing. Now, if you What was his activism? What does he say before Kefukbene? Why did he talk to your father? There was a comment I replied just now. Let's say it should be about 30 or 40 minutes ago. He said me at the show, as a show disrespect or something. Because if they insult me before, all of them, they are not trying to come into dialogue. They know that the more they try to talk, the more we insult your father. Now, let's assume that Nicolas Maduro have declared the activist in Venezuela. If I see you in Venezuela again, where Nicolas Maduro today? Let's assume there are some activists, the Venezuelans, they ran away from Venezuela because of this very government. These are people that ran before. Do you know Donald Trump government is going to compensate them for standing for the truth? That is it. They are going to be in Edo State. When I tell you like Mohan do tadu we ask do we say truth to God. Mohan do decide. Do we ask do we stay? Imagine if you worry, I'm not advertising it. I'm just telling my followers because there are a lot of persons who does not have the same capability. That's why that book of Ephesians 4 verse 11. It says some made pastors, some made teachers, some made evangelists, some made apostles. All for the edification of the body of the saints. We are uniquely unique and differently different. So there are things you do perfectly well. I can't do it. So this is my areas. I can best tell you what will happen tomorrow in this very struggle. I can best tell you after this very time. Look at the next phase. When I started advertising Donald Trump to us, so many persons called me conspiracy theorists. What time is it going to come to pass? I'm not lying. Even thank God today now, people that are not posting Donald Trump, they want to insulted him. But thank God for the repentance. Me, we don't chicken out. Everything I've started. And the day my day, I'm not like midgets. Or make an Amazon. He called Donald Trump insurrection. It's an way Donald Trump had told. If he ever enjoyed the dividend of Donald Trump government, or Rick, because you cannot be an American, then you are supporting the palace. American gave you free speech. Then you are supporting Tinubu. Tinubu government is water than Nicolas Maduro. Why will American citizens be supporting bad government? Because you have no American value. And any person in American value, any do can tear him. What makes you an American? What makes you an American? Is it to start supporting evil? Look at people like Martin Luther King. Now, the same thing Donald Trump is doing right now, what John F. Kennedy wanted to do, in actually is something. They can't buy and throw it. Despite say, he gets to get the way our God sitting and red jam, you know. The military this thing, Q team, that Donald Trump is using today were formed by John F. Kennedy. Now come and tell me what Edo alien, Agwaba Seni they did, was to celebrate somebody that slapped about in the UK. That's what they did. Tell me whatever that concerned the palace are useful for humanity. I think I believe I say social media, all of them, they are Urudiane. Urudiane now here getting going. Truth get lies, deceit get expiring date. Truth not get expiring date. It will ever be growing in your heart. Now up to now, we are still escaping to today. The country most of all left 40 years ago. The states we left 20 years ago because the state was in a state of Lodibar. The state most of us left 50 years ago because it was in a chaotic and aquatic state. It's worse than today. We are still seeing modern slavery where you are no freedom of speech. I think there's again, I don't want to mention her name here. He raised a post to say, why you? She might call herself a Christian. Now people doesn't believe on resisting something. They don't believe in resilience. Once something just happen, they'll just fall come on back at her. Instead of her to hold her ground, I think they say she later came out and started begging. I think I saw the post. There was a sense in the post he wrote, I'm not in support of what Abbott is doing, but putting his wife out in this very manner is not okay. Because some homophobe rose up against her. Do you know what they did? They have commanded her to go and Yobog Yumogun. She just chicken her. And she has brought calamity upon herself. Now, how are we going to ever get the truth as far as this world is concerned? I think during this, our brother in the UK, during his birthday, this Egogo Nola raised the post. They unleashed on that one, deleted the post. Then Ebony Obasuyi also raised the post to wish Abat Oze's birthday. Then that one did not delete her own. Abat Oze give that very lady 500,000 or so. She gained. Now we are not ready to change anything. Then they don't have when they want to come and claim. Now this is a girl that is bearing a full community, real upper picking. Now with the upper job be a slave. Now you are bearing a name that is tied to a community. But you couldn't stand the heat. This thing I've said is true. I get away that one. So up till the palace leaves. Okay, look at what's also happening in Leeds today. Oh, I do union umogwe and yobogi umogwe. And yobogi, so that's why we don't need it. We don't need it. All of it gonna be ready because terrorism was sponsor. No freedom of speech. The no more freedom of association now. Carry this very guy's video to wherever. As he sponsoring terrorism, what is he saying? Is there anything truth about it? Those two homophobes, those vaccinated morons, by 2030 they might have been gone. If not because innocent people fall a victim, a video no Edoyle can speak again. I swear to God, I have what we end all of you. But when they hit to anime, okay now, are you stupid? What Bunubu I know see 2020. We are one from talk from your two sides of your mouth. Every day by day we are in struggle in Magbina. 3.8 megahertz or yena. A drag. Me the frequency in na high. E tigre no Google udoya tiema a different name. You are stupid. What have you done for humanity? Certainly, they cannot say anything struggle today. The highest campaign that have ever been led on the planet Earth was headed by me. But they can't talk with it, they don't do. You can't fight corruption in a very real manner. They can't fight. Because they are cowards. Why they not? May they come to kind of my broadcast. An individual, for example, is not the problem of the state. Go and look at it today now. APC have centered their governance upon a man of early 40s. This man does not have terrorist group. He does not have a gun. You got your phone. You can even talk more than him. Then why is only he one? If you guys are not foolish. Up to now, mighty sue you can't sue. Donate money, take a better lawyer, persecute him. I will also join you guys if it is guilty. What might sue? Oh, you don't know. Back. Nobody knows again. These are million because they know that such is going to happen to their father. In among Africa banner, they also mean you people. If not because a lot of our people fall a victim. If it may have an otalog, there is one subscription video we just do here what you hear. If we go me here. All those days when they put vernacular in school. How I say vernacular. So if you cannot speak correct English, we could go nowhere. If we go me here. In a rose hada here. There's one guy, or everywhere you hear. Look at another video again. They are happy. Up till now, Nigerian people don't know their problem. Then you want freedom. Or well, discover to recover. The very day you know your problem, you start finding a solution to it. That's why we are telling you, look at what the Oba were supposed to be doing, and look at what is not doing well. A boy asked me, "You don't respect? Did Oba respect God? How do you know a person that respect God? He took care for the children of God. Did he have mercy for anybody? Waya wa to wa pe prayer ye wu o matie bonu wa na ya bogole menu iwaro wi wan wa debu wa do mume waya watch the video when the Delta Force ya to we Nicolas Maduro waya watch the video this Nicolas Maduro ka we the top are there we rock ari even na ofen Georgia now in the foreign soil. I'm not judging now. You guys think when I tell you we hold the power. It's just where God will soon place us on the ground. It's about replacing my ground. But one way leaders. Now you get do you think your tweet or your whatever can stop what is coming? Then we should remain like this. Oh, Wakpa say, somebody will come to media before you know him until below. Because the federal government, they are sponsoring them against you, but we are waiting on the side of the way. Yeah, all of them are emotional. However, we are not free. Somos libre. They know their problem. And do it my problem here. If he doesn't know your problem, how is it going to be solved? The children of Israel, they know their problem. That was why they met Habakkuk. When is the promise of God going to come to pass in our life? They told them right. They died to say, when you talk. Everybody doesn't even know they have a problem. They don't know they have a problem. The only way they are happy are what you talk about. If I want to niwa do it was so tall now. No matter me mo bien no wa me mo bien. He wouldn't let me and talk by your. That's what they need from you. The only problem they don't have in this world, not Fulani, not bad road, not say they don't get light. Don't tell the Oba that greeting. They'll be very fine and they'll be happy with you. They don't have personal problem. Now, go and find out the meaning of transhumanism. Why are we not having two sets of humans? We have hybrid. We have Homo sapiens. Then the recent one that have been caused, and the majority is found amongst Edo people, is called the homobug genesis. What now makes you to be homobug genesis? You think I'm your problem? My solution. I think there was something I put in my notepad. Let me see if I can give it to you. Then we are going to be recapping the reason why there's mass migration from the same continent in Africa, in America. From the same continent in America. Okay, finally, we have already talked about it. There's one I'm going to be deleting there, which I've already told us before that that one is not supposed to be there. I don't really only care about the Aoba and the Palac. That's the only problem. Yeah, main problem away. That's why you see everything now. Palace. You can never see every day Doyle talk about why they mass deportation today. During when there was a VID, UK, they open up visa program for everybody to come. The same UK, they are deporting. Canada, they also open road. Come on, there is work opportunity. 300 or something have been deported. Why about 900 or something is on a waiting flight? What does that mean? What they want to do to you, they have done it to you, you go back home now. They are cleaning up their mess. Still go to German websites, so they say German that are deporting. They will still tell you they want immigrants in their country. They are deporting. Why are they deporting? They are cleaning up with the mess. Why is it that nothing has ever happened that about humans is reigning in a dosaba space? Let's say, for example, when you are believing man, this one will just buy us for me women. This one will just buy us for me women. Nobody but that. The only thing that freaks them when you know a dwelling is still alive is that Oba and the palace. That's why for us to deliver them, we have to remove the palace. And let's see the one who as soon as it remains, they cannot be liberated, they cannot be redeemed. That's why the shot we want to fire, in terms of activism, we have already fired it. And all I am woto. A lot of them right now, they are no longer harsh in their comment. They are no longer harsh. Because someone were good one. Like what Una the Kano said. He said his enemy is already dead. Only what can make him come back alive is Bradford. But I'm a madman, but I'm not vaccinated, but we are vaccinated. Even you marry we no law marry. Yes, every truthful people are Ogionba. Yes, yes. If you are truthful, they tag you Ogionba. That's why none of our activists. This, let me not mention the boy's name. Because number one, you big button in Beka. Or one times 2 of my age do I go as also. Now also all of them they also. But at the end of the day, we will know who later. We have a major problem, and that major problem we have to solve it SAMP. That's why we are giving you undiluted word of truth from here. You now know the meaning of adrenochrome. How much you worth in a liter? A liter of adrenochrome is $1 billion. So I say, from all countries all over the world, they always come to America to come and hustle. What I do a mobile bomb with $16,000. Or mobile bomb I think do with $16,000. So that's why some people will go to America, they'll quit making because there's opportunity on the street. So when Donald Trump were talking about border, the body deck making on Lemmy we were, which this media supported, you know what he was saying. So my next prayer for each and every one of us that Nereri Magba, if something don't affect this brain, there are so many things you can't really do. That's why Solomon said in that Proverb 4 verse 23, he told them, guard your heart with all diligence. And I was mere in North America, only 2 countries ever to travel. Cuba people, they come to America through Mexico border. Honduras, Haiti, Guatemala, Grenada, El Salvador, Dominicana, Cuba, Bahamas, Antigua, Barbuda, all of them, they find their way to United States of America or Canada, or to Panama, or to Panama, and in Nicaragua. All of them, they find it, and it is the same continent. Now, as American citizens, they are building, like people like Senator Ted Cruz of Dallas, Texas, like Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky, like people like Really Moore, you know, the congressmen who have really helped to make sure that the bad, evil thing that is happening in Nigeria was being brought to Donald Trump table. Then we have the same Edo alien who have American passports. They always use it to go to work while their state is in a mess. No proactive measure. Go to Edo Sabah space today. The children are here now. They are still going to be living Benin in 20 years' time. I left home 2003 precisely. Could you know everybody we left at home? The same light in my Mia charge a phone before we left. The same rechargeable lantern. The children we left behind another bed, the same rechargeable lantern. What have been the proactive measure of the palace? I am okay. Palace have problem with Osadebe Avenue. Because what Osadebe Avenue is doing is bad. Yes, Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State in America. They are doing well. Avenue don't make a press secretary ban, a press statement ban to excommunicate about from Liz their demonic Doism meeting. They go senior Marco Rubio. Then go senior Cash. I think Cash Patel is about 52, I'll be whatever year. They go senior Cash Patel, the chairman of FBI. Now in your watch, you can't talk. The word is transiting. What do you now have to tell your children? Nothing. That was why most of our fathers, they couldn't tell us the real story. Go and see me an average Edo man today. They cannot, fear not let them tell you the real history. Even your own papa will don't go sign grandmother sign agreement for Palac say they be slave. He cannot tell you the story about it because you lam so you also supported them on media. Build a boy with the truth so that your immune system not make an increase, so that you survive the calamity that is coming. You feel I'm your problem. Dimogele problem we monsieur do yeke we are table your video. But anytime I talk, okay, imagwe king we go a king we ori pe wolori. They rank election for pe wolo. I saw any gwale we we are not like every other activist now. He do ya lily wa make me now come to drag my mate. It's good to drag them, but we are dragging here. What makes the system to fail? And who are they working for? Those cows that the Fulani are escorting in Edo State, who owns it? Is it not the same elite that we are fighting for? What prompted about our people can no longer access road to farm? What have they said about it? That your father, your cousin, or somebody in your village will buy? What did the palace say about it? No, it meant well for you. Certainly nothing. This we is going to shout. We shout and shout and shout. At the end of the day, nobody to enforce it for us. If they want to frighten you around to make sure you stop everything you are doing, that's why Magili push it back with Kikina. We push it back more than what they ever expected. He might push it back. While the men like Benaviri you turning. Our deployment is so very one, but we always here. Always set, we call for more backup. You will soon be hearing another one soon. Everyone money because they are bad. Now, if the situation of the Venezuela were supposed to be like that, if they were not having problem, how now come they were not happy? Is it not when something has been a stumbling block to you that you will be happy when that something left that very place? Look at the book of Isaiah chapter 6, verse 1. He says, since the day King Uzziah died, Isaiah, I saw the Lord. Because he knew that Uzziah had been the one who had been standing as a hindrance for his prayer or for God to reach him. Now, it's the job that he does not know your problem. How are you going to solve it? Most of the people now crazy that they take chopper for giant. Most people today, they are 45 years. You know what they are resident? 38. Because they came here to change their identity. Some persons, you go to use their old school name till they look for them now. You can't get them anywhere. If we first attend the same school together, right from primary school, if you still find me in Tigminigun, you will see me because that's my real name. That was what Facebook and all the social media were made for. Okay, so and so person like, okay, I used to know his name. His name is Newton. I think Igbinogun. Maybe you first go enter Igbinogun, you don't see anybody. Your friend, you come. Now Igbinogun, are you enter? Okay, come get right there. Now you time to be this. But there are doing you cannot trace them. They don't even have identity again. Now I put it there at the heading. It is good you discover who you are. At the time you know who you are, you cannot be able to say, okay, I will not be accepting slavery again. I will not be giving you assignment. First of all, go and know who you are first. Then who you are will determine how you speak. I'm not a slave. Your ancestors is not my ancestors. My ancestors is so unique. Ancestors is me wani. Why wani? You don't forbid anything. You guys fight anyhow. You believe in bomo. When I believe in dialogue, when I believe when any person can talk to you, always Mr. Right. There was this, what did they happen? A lot of person, I think one of the video she pasted the other day, the boy said, I'm from Delta. Oh, well, is it true that this Oba married two sisters? The guy was astonished. Go and see question people are asking from the comment. Now, let any Edoilian come and say, well, it is true. It is bad. our tradition supports it. Now, for me, when I see you guys' attitude and behavior, I found out that we are not related in any form because why me? You guys do human buying for your ebo. I do not believe. I'll never even lie on anybody, not to talk of to buy anybody. Anytime you see we always doing counter attack. That's what we do. Counter attack is what we do. You speak some certain language that we does not like. We'll come and tell you we that whereby we are never one day start mobilizing on planning. Go and get my whatever from any telecommunication. That's some of the things that saved me. They enter on my line. This boy is always advocating. The bad one that will promote injection say let's crucify him. Why any do we're doing is all in collaboration with Uduhwe and plus all our mother goddess. Then the same way we are doing bully and we immediately. There's this very whether a woman or a man, OTT do your cup don't the fool. Well, I mean, where I'll be seeing my picture you will be raising. It might go on. Your cup don't the fool. I'm not saying this because I'm a coward. I'm only think of the life that we lose anytime we fight. We do lose people. Not from our side, but from their side. We are still wanting maybe on the very good day people will repent. The very day I will talk about you, I write your name there. Everything about you is withered. I'm not telling you this because I'm a coward or I'm afraid. Do you know, when I was pounding over it today, I had a funny thing say, any man posted picture where they ask people go to know that something is happening. But I think it's also my duty to give you the very warning. Normally work carry away here. Why mo go away? Oba your problem is doing. Spoil that community. Yati about your day young problem. If you don't have a signature over the Nigerian, you know. Every signature work with our Saloba or Tunuburi. What is working today? What's a man was Salobari Donald Trump that is helping all of us today? Iroba Binire Bombinado Fiye Sokoto. You know how much it takes to launch one missile. A road trace route when you're here, we have 2 missiles or 3. Depends on the missile or the range. You think say na play. Why is it that none of you who respect people that fight for real freedom for people? Get very dark man swan one can palace. O salobo ga swan lo ni ban. E no salobo aye very dark man wa o de. Any yon elu egbe no salobo aye very dark man. He will soon start talking about the real corruption and oppression of everyone. He was zo on alle individual agbena. O salobo did that bat ever expected that? Did they ever expected it? During the time of, I think, Prince Okoro, let me allege this. Maybe during the time of Prince Okoro, he might also call Prince Okoro that time, because he so loved the Palac at that time. What is happening today? You may be the next person of Salobo Avelo, but automatically your brain go your change. Who are the other? Why person go do this? Why person go do this? Why person go involve in politics? I think there was a video I watched today. And whether one king for Port Harcourt, Wike went and meet the king and said, "May not talk for politics." He go warn. He said, "May not talk for politics." Maybe Wike don't descend and answer, man. Maybe that man they side for Bara. He said, "Let us play our game. Anyone that win, you go pray for him." But why would Naoba put to Pebble forehead? He becomes so biased. Then people like all that were sent, as he was created, or Rebeda Jeremiah 3 verse 15, where more now, or where am I being when you're kicking away? I will be sending you a pastor according to my heart. That will teach you with knowledge and understanding, which we are doing here. We are no longer in the era of believing. We are now in the era of knowing. That's why it was scripted in that John 8 verse 32. He said, "You shall know the truth." That to say the truth about the palace. Bring it on. Instead of you ranting on media, you send your witches. Send your witches, my man. You know I can why boy or why. You know why we boy me. What be a topic in me? But yeah, why I go with me? I never be me. They're not very. I tend to be calm right now. I tend to be calm right now. Or another deployment again. I tend to be calm right now. What me with video we went where a calmness is real. Or mommy, where we are going to still leave our people desolate. What we are here to do is to liberate humanity. And we have to liberate them. Or where we mama get be ashamed for once. A lot of people are asking, why will a man marry two sisters? Why will somebody be sleeping with his siblings? Where did they got that one from? If one is Oba. Now, the same list today. Wadola and Wadoye Buwa, you know. Maybe something happened tomorrow, Wadoye court. And a lot of evidence are not coming. A judge did not know where. Is it also in your tradition for your king to sleep with his sister? Can you defend it? What you can't defend is not what you fight. This one, there are some whole mobile right now that is in Europe. You want Palac to over confront him. And maybe after confronting me, a police is where he was insulting my king. Then what did your king do? Let us assume we are going to discuss it there. We will give you 2 minutes to say the crime I've committed. But we also give me 2 minutes to say the crime I've committed. I criticize the king because he slept with his sister. I criticize the king because he slept with, he married 2 sisters. I criticize the king. Look at the video where he declared for Okpebolo. Then maybe it's a Spanish police. Oh, well, no, it's Rore. No matter in our political. Are you not going to be ashamed of yourself? No, do you think you can go anywhere with this your charlatancy? No, where time anybody apart from the same you people and your wife and your children on my. Your king have powers, demons that can defend him. Defend your life. There's going to be mass frequency later that your body system cannot be able to resist. As I'm here right now, you can see my eyes red. Why is it red? I'm a researcher. I'm a researcher. I work every day by day. When I think about the millions and millions of our people that fall victim, then you are there defending a king who have all the money in the whole world. You are there defending a king who told all his wife, but he don't expose it to you. If his wife is vaccinated, they cannot be standing today. If his children are vaccinated, by now, why did they not give you the information? I don't know why freedom fighters are more hated. People that are genuine. Una they cannot be hated by Nigerians. Not all. Donald Trump is hated. I, for one, is hated. Every real freedom fighter must be hated. I don't know why. I don't know why. A man that led campaign against Vidvas, I led the campaign. Up to today, we are still on it. I guess it is, of course, every day by day. I put people the same way your daughter will put you in chemotherapy. I put people into what they are going to use to regain back their immune system. Every day. Most of them are also about children, but they are not involved in this mess that you are. This homobog in Australia, they will talk with one. All of them, their days is numbered. The more you come here and back and defend lies and deceit, the more your immune system reduces. The more here you stand and defend what is right, the more your immune system will increase. It was scripted, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And in conclusion, why is it that all the countries in America The only place we can judicially get visa to go, okay, we are relocating there for studies or whatever. Publicly known by everybody, is Canada and United States of America, out of about 30-something countries. What happened to the rest people? Because of corruption, they have people like Oba Beni also in position. Nicolas Maduro is better than Oba Beni. But you can see the Venezuelans, they are happy. Because they know their problem. So the more deplorable people today who are very senseless are those people, very deplorable. You abandon somebody because he's advocated. Emi know Wamaitalo. This is the same person. The same Edo Union list. No, how many bags of rice did you share? May I say that comment hello, sir, good evening. You sound intellectual. Please, what is your occupation? Rather, what is your feed? I'm into construction here in Spain. I'm an official primera de Albany. I'm an official primera de Albany. And well, no, the government of Spain, they know me very well by my name and by my occupation. I'm not like a doily. And also, I'm very vast in Galilee. You are just coming. I led a campaign against Vidvas. Because I know from the onset, it was not good for human consumption. Let me see if I can get one of my tools here. These are some of my tools. These are some of my tools. These are some of my tools here. These are some of my tools. Practically, this one is for plastering. So, what are you saying? I have machines I've already imported home. I'm not like every other person. By now, would have known what would have become, if not because all these aliens, they made the country to be toxic. People like us, we came here not to come and, spend too much time. Let us gather something and invest in our dreams. Maybe my company by now would have been bigger than Naja Cat Construction Company. Did I make myself clear? I did Detroit both work. If I did let me today spoil me. So we are not capping. I'm not like a doily who not proud of their professions. Up to today, I buy tools. I buy tools up to today. Tools for work. So we are nation building. So if you feel maybe you want to come and ask me a question, I'm like every other Benin, I know, write another comment, I should go and look for work. I can carry 1 million euro contract from the Spanish government if I'm being given. I am a chief consultant in anything you can talk about in this life. That's why, since I came into activism, we changed the negative narratives. In what we are changing today, it's all about speaking truth to power. I got no problem. There are some languages I don't want to use here. I don't want to always upset my followers. If not for that, I will do one video. Everybody's done and dusted. I'm not capping that on my own. Spanish government, they know. They know everywhere. I protested in Brussels in 2017. The same 2017 protested in Roman Parliament to keep a bilateral agreement for some alien not to be deported in the same palace. Was I paid for it? Nothing. I protested twice in Rome. Before I left where this Iranongbeti is, I found out that he's a cunning man. I left it, then I created my platform that I'm using today. I saved tens and tens of millions of lives. I'm also the first person who exposed that there is nothing like cancer is not a natural sickness. It's a bioweapon. At the time they lure you to eat and they place you on chemo, when you start taking the drugs, you become cancerous. And they are bevitan, if you have sense there. No, I think the question he asked is also leading me to explain more. My career started when I was very young. What I love to do is to think. I'm a critical thinker. If not because where we find ourselves, I'm not the type that was supposed to be in Europe for that too long. If not because our society is toxic. What am I doing here? You create a company here because of color, you can't get work. They want you to work on that then and let them pay you 70 euros, 75 euros, or 80 euros. It all depends. They don't want you to be better than them. So you don't tell where we start. We are not just in Europe making noise. I'm not into monetization. I've never one day start complaining. Now so this one strong, so this one not strong. We found ourselves. We don't even know any top of issues. We don't even have any governmental agency calling us. How many gifts did we receive this December? One of my brother, that one is a normal thing. Then one of our sisters the other day gave us 50,000 or something. Then which other person again? December period. A friend of mine will work with me when the mother called. I told my secretary transfer money. My friend was asking me, where are you doing now for? Other people are cashing out. I had my own to eat. So upon all this, you want to come and insult me because I'm in my one. You will die before you're over. And you can't cross 2030. It's a deal. Sincere. If all our effort we are putting, every one of us, we tend to put the same effort. Let's make our country a better place. The way forward is every one of us to speak, share this very video, speak the truth all time. Discuss with your friend the way forward. The major problem of Edo State, na Palace. Not even Osadebe Avenue. The very day the Palac removed their hand from politics, we cannot have free access to talk to the government. Why was Abba Tago Gyomba? It was because it was criticizing Okpebholo government, because Palace is in the back of Okpebholo. A lot of you don't know. Until the Palace live there, you go nowhere, guy. Do you know how many people have completed their house in Benin who cannot go and stay? Is that one not a cause? You labor all your life. They set up a narrative, our boa. Those days when you come to Jauma Bolune, they don't feel you have made it. They feel you have not made it. Now my bolune abolo wafone. Our father, they will complete part of the house, room and parlor. Shelter we're supposed to be, you sleep there. You know what you're supposed to take as an achievement, say, bo one, but later turn it to achievement. The same Edoile. He was your wife. The same person today was your wife can no longer afford a room in Europe because everywhere is getting harder every day by day. Why will you build that in a country you do not stay there? Even when we are supposed to go and spend 6 months, you gather money for 3 years, you go and spend it 1 month in Nigeria and come back. Is that one life? And when are we going to have peace? You don't ask the way forward. I'm telling you right now the way forward. Let every one of us speak the truth often. Let's discover to recover. If before doctor start treating you, if first of all diagnose you to know the problem that you have, the sickness and the cause of the sickness. Do you know, in this very field of advocacy, I defeated all our medical practitioners. I defeated all the doctors. Because I see what was in the vid. They didn't see it. I defeated all the activists in the whole Nigeria. Let them bring it on. There was a platform I belong we use in supporting Obaseki. That comrade show. All of them, they supported VID. I kick against it. Right now, there is mark buying. The same thing they supported many years ago, they can no longer support it today. Did VDM talk about VID? Did someone talk about VID? Was it good? No. What are we saying? So when we see people who are real, we don't value them. We don't value it. We don't. Calamity is coming to the world. Calamity is coming. I that's one. Am I swear now? I was also the one that talked that climate not the change and they change climate. Modification of weather, chemtrail. I talked about it here. Do you know how many lectures I put in here? So any person not here born in me, who bossa you say? Insulting your father might be something it is hard to condole. You have to condole it. No, you are yourself. I was sent by God. If you are not sent by God, how can I be here in 2020? No gain. Rather than you lose friends, There are one or two friends who don't have the same ideology with you. Before you stop calling me, I stop calling you automatically. Do you know how many people I don't communicate with today? Both sibling, both relation, I don't communicate. One, I don't want you to tell me Ekenuriene. No, I don't want to hear it. After all, I know where you are. Not where we are today. We were in covenants. There are a lot of things I'm not going to be putting here. What I've seen in fighting a real fight. If you do you have no problem like all those activists for Nigeria right now. If they are only fighting the real corruption, you cannot be there. Imagine you cannot talk to Osukan of Sokoto. You cannot talk to any traditional rulers. You can occasionally criticize any politician. It's like when pastors are bandit devil. They are not really just bandit devil from their mind because they are working for the same devil. Devil know that they need to shout like that to lure you in or to hypnotize you or to indoctrinate you more. That's why they say. The same thing your activists are doing. Why was Nnamdi Kanu arrested? Why was that place under radar by CIA? Why? Because that is the fact. Why is it that everybody, 2020, Viv came out, I was only the person, only black Africa in this whole world who stand and use the same social media to tell them they were lying. This is my real face. Me we Illuminati not fit do anything I do one. I don't understand. Why was I don't forget it. Now the truth make me state it today. So let's stop deceiving ourselves. Discover to recover. Hosea chapter 4 verse 1, what did he say? He said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. He said, now that you rejected knowledge, I will also reject you, and you can no longer become a priest to me. You also caused them. Can two work together except they agree? Amos 3:3. Now, when there were problems in Israel, in Jerusalem precisely, King David told the people, he said, how, in that Psalm 133, he said, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. If we are talking about unity of the mind, walking in the same direction, walking in the same promises of God, actualizing our dream together because of the land our forefathers have sold, God has sold unto Abraham. And right now we are here to take the inheritance. That was why Joshua also make it to them clear. When I begin to see a lot of shenanigans and Ewobiism, Edoelian was also there. It was because of the same Edoelian that he called all of them come. In that book of Joshua 24 verse 15, precisely. He said, choose who you are going to serve these days. If it pleases you to say about talk by Edu, but if it pleases you to say, where Edoya talk by Edu, if it also pleases you to say, all human beings are talk by Edu, he told them categorically clear, without fear of favor. And they all of them, he said, as for me, I'm going to choose Mani Edoya talk by or Mani talk by. Why a lot of people? It does not cause commotion. Why is it that we are having problems? You want to force me to accept slavery? You want to force me to accept your father? In the book of Matthew, the prodigal son ran away from his father. He told his father, give the part that follow me. Even after I squander, he later come back home. Let people like us regret that, they are not having Rolls Royce. Their life is not better. They make the people like that is fighting for you. Let them go back to farm. Any one of our family that joined us, or you want to castigate them also, if you want to exile them. Then we will not know that, that's why there's this calamity in our own life. Even if talk by Fulani does not touch them. The same Edoelian today, now then they die. The most vaccinated moron today, and then the homobox are more fun in Edoelian. Then what are we saying? Now, do something that will interest me to come and join you. Do something that will make me to come and join you. A lot of you right now, before when I started newly, you didn't really like my activism. A lot of people ran away during VID because I condemned it. One, the doctor and their family told them that boy is a necompo. All these years I've spent in science and this and that and that. They ran. I could see more people that have doctor in their family today, they are using my own recipe that God gave to me that will boost your immune system. More people that their family member, their own senior brother, who was a useless doctor, because they taught them what will benefit the globalists. That's what they taught you. I don't have any books I read. The only word I'm presenting to you, it is the scripture it was created. Now this same thing that is spoil our enemy here. Now this same Bible will still use to escape from their hypnotization and indoctrinations. You see, this same health issue, I'm also using to lose people from being too indoctrinated. That's why I told you. Somebody told me one day was having these symptoms of cancer somewhere in her body. Then I told her, don't go. If you go, the doctor is going to put a microscopic whatever to look at it. He's going to say you have cancer. At the time they now place you on chemo, that very which is called the medication, is what's going to make the cancer from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet will be the cancerous. I've asked people here. And then you do say that Jesus Christ is not a medical science, it's the best healer. That's who we are. If you follow us, we know that you won't feel pains. Our English may not be that polished as the British Janjaweed, but look at the phrase of our sentences. You'll get it clear. That's what I was saying. I defeated the body, academicians defeated all of them. They can no longer talk today. What they supported in 2020, they can no longer say today. They are not even wishing how which I never talked about. Go and look at Comrade Lamte. Comrade Lamte came out one time just to prove a point. He said he has second experience in VID. Where Comrade Lamte to is on the room? I don't even know the kind of stupid program he's doing right now. There are only two children before. Out of Dr. Loretta Oboroko. Also. Can he not say that he's a doctor in my presence? Or in where I am? None of these doctors today abroad, our brothers and sisters, who can say they are doctor in where I am? Now me they torment them. So not be today start. So for you to know, the truth is going to set us free. For you that wrote that comment, what's the way forward? Let all of us embrace the truth. Let digest it. Let keep on speaking the truth. The more you speak the truth, the more God will send a deliverer. It was when the children of Israel later realized that they have a problem. In that book of Exodus 3 verse 9, that was when God sent Moses. He called him in the burning bush and sent him to go and meet Pharaoh. I think the topic is somewhat interesting. I want to interesting myself. He not sent Moses and said to go and meet Pharaoh. But at the initial stage, they don't see anything. They're wrong. Until people were not coming in. The very day, let's say now, about 20% of the Benin's are pushing back wholeheartedly. They can even face persecution. They have denied that. At the time he complete the numbers that God is looking for, it will send an open deliverer. The Venezuelans, they have already filled up the cloud. Donald Trump has no option. Like that book of Matthew 28 verse 2. He said there was a great earthquake, and an angel descended from heaven to come and roll away the stone from the grave of Jesus. He said he sat down on it. Donald Trump did not let take away Nicolas Maduro. He also take over the government, trying to make the people's life to be better. That's what's going to happen. Obaseki came, he built a Dogist, he built a Disney hotel, he bring Osioma power plant, he bring the EU government. Everything was reversed because there was no a proactive measure to sustain it. He did put a proactive measure. It's like you kill an animal, you put them for open field. Then there are also lions in that open field. Instead of you to kill the animal, look for a place you can secure it. Even when wild animal come, they cannot steal that or eat that animal. Obaseki kill all his animal. He put it in center of ring road without even telling people to guide it and protect it. So devourer came and ate everything. Has Obaseki done anything? Is it not a wasted 8 years? At the time what you labor for 8 years, people are no longer enjoying it. To me, it was a wasted. You would have not do one. If now that Palac you feel whatever it is, not Obaseki say, we will nurture it, we will correct them. Correct 800 or something years a day it is. Obaseki we are born. They don't find a palace in the EU, not your way. That's where we have problem today. So you have to discover to recover. Before we are in the era of knowing, believing, in this very new era, which is called the year of Aquarius, the golden age. And so transition to global greatness. We want to know how we got here. We want to know the use of ownership in Benin. We want to know the reason why they married themselves. Come and tell us the story. Who gave them that right to marry themselves? They want to know how two sisters will get married to a man. We want to know, or we leader lead by example. What kind of example have we set up for the people? With this kind of lifestyle, this bomb, can you be able to live with it and study with it? It's a question. Cannot. One of their views was here. I later saw the video he did about it. Should be about 12 hours ago. Now. He's now calling for unity. Unity with who? Unity with Homobo. It's too late. When my word have not been that sophisticated the way it are right now, all of you will say, go and look for work. Go and look for work. You were insulting. Now up to now, none of you is calling your father Baba will be bearing you. All you demons away. You cannot even talk to your father. Your Highness or your Majesty Baba. That's the most terrible thing that can happen to anybody. You cannot talk to him. But look at the book of Isaiah 38. The Almighty God, the Jehovah Nisi, Jehovah Meskediske, Jehovah Remote Controller, a Jehovah I can walk your one wooden wake on. But you will not attribute those names. But Ezekiah could still talk to God. He said, God, check my record. He wrote a comment to me, one of their homobog. Now say, did your father care for humanity? He cares. Did he care for human? Did he even have human feeling? He didn't fear God. Tell me part of the 10 commandments. Anyone where they obey, sir, he does not obey anyone. Thou shalt not kill or you belly. Thou shalt not covet your neighbor's wife or covet. Thou shalt not bear false witness or bear. Honor the father and the mother. How is he respecting the So the 10 commandments against you people. Let everyone assume we are going to follow it. Tell me constitution of this very world that permit or support what your father is doing. Apart from this oligarchy that you people want, people like us will not succumb. As it was created that Daniel, I want to be capping here. As it was given that Daniel 3 from verse 14. Nebuchadnezzar did 3 Hebrew men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They told the king to his face. He called them by their name. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Are you trying to say you not bow down to the grave he would have set up? They replied him, O ye king, we are not very careful to answer you. We are going to answer you in a hurry. Even though the God that we serve refused to save us, we will not bow down. They heated the fire again, the 7th time. He called them by their name. Shadrach, he says, sir. Meshach, sir. Abednego, sir. Are you guys trying to tell me that seeing this very fire, have you not heard of me before? They told him, we have heard everything you have said. But king, this is our stand. If God say go save us, so good. If you not see save us, we'll pay for every of our actions. Because they defended their core value. People like us, you can't bend us with force. If for bad for space they control me and you started using the word of insult, I will insult you, but I will not be here again because you are working outside constitutions. Constitution does not permit you to insult me verbally. I will insult you back. I will insult that Obalegbe back. It will not become a case between me and him. Because it's not. We never know Edoili. Ah, yeah, man. It's a very big pity that none of you have sense. Why, man? They heated the fire again 7 times. Then they boggled up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Then threw them into the pond. According to how it was scripted, the people that threw them inside got burnt. Because those ones, they did not support the truth. The people that were speaking the truth, defending the real gospel, trying to protect humanity and their core value, the fire become an AC to them. And they are not feeling you way and a day. That's why the people that is fighting for the palace will die. And the people that they are fighting will not die. Excepting the one that get out of our radar. At the end of the day, all the soldiers will be counted. Who they call Oyomba, who stealed. And say we must promulgate the very gospel of salvation for humanity and redemption. As it was scripted that Numbers 31 verse 49. He said, we have counted and none is missing. None will be missing. Nebuchadnezzar were sitting down, looking around. He was trying to say maybe go to hear smell. We're not hearing smell. Rather than the soldier that threw them inside. Who supported Nebuchadnezzar in his evil deed. Just the same way you are supporting your palace today. And your children will pay dearly for it. They did not tell you on time. He said, he called some of them that does not hold the fire killing men. Was it not 3 men that were thrown in here? I come about the first person. But I'm saying this very first person as the son of God or God be inside the fire with them. He said, okay, go and bring them. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came out on horse. Tell me anyone in the Bible who followed God speaking the truth. No, Baba. Before Moses get to Egypt, in that Exodus 4 verse 19, the people that were looking for Moses to buy Moses, they are already dead. Do you know what this is going to work for you? It's going to buy you. You know the Bible, you go to church, you say praise the Lord, you say amen. You mention the name of Moses to pray. So what they amen. My wish for anybody to die. Ima wo jan wo, ima wo kan wo. O ma no we ni me wo to ga kawe mi me. Udukwe me nera me la wo pe ma me wo pe ma me ni yagbe. All the mother goddess in Neobonowa, Iyewa. That what happens. They can't read and they can't think. A reasonable person cannot fight for the palace. Only the people that fight for the palace are the moron and zombie. Or manner rats and Proverbs 14 verse 34. He said, righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach. So let me believe in you guys. We have not spent this time. I think 1 hour 32 minutes. Wow. I gave it a topic in Lageno. So I'm going to be seeing you some other time. From me to you here. Have a nice day. Let's keep on pushing forward. Let's persistency be the order of the day for us. Let's always be resolute. After the tunnel, there will be a light. If you read that Daniel 3, verse 29 and 30, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego was later promoted in Babylon, in the foreign land, because they disobeyed Nebuchadnezzar. And Nebuchadnezzar also stated, he said, anyone again that insult the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, he said, he go cut their neck. The same mobile Benin, he go to buy the people fighting for him to they go and mark my word. Because they were the one that lure him into this mess. Come and defend this one. Let me also see how you interpret this very video. All these are the homo box. So, Wanimao, have a nice day. Nice time being with you today. Bye. Ciao.